There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted. Many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Wan'Dale Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now Jones. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Love, he's going to change the play here.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing on second down. Love. A short throw to Musgrave. He's up to the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Bravo 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
In motion goes the tight end. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
On the set. Come on. Set. 65 cat. 65 cat.
In motion, the tight end. Working out of the gun. Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Love now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, left side, he's got Robinson. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Half 18, half 18. North salad, north salad. Up go.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Packers defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Jones going to change it up here. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly.
and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 21, here's second down and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, Love wants to shift things around. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's 3rd and 3. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. An audible here to get a new look. On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Love looking to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Still no pressure. They gotta breathe. 'Cause last week is what they need.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go, sack.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
60 Eagle, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now Love going to change things up. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Panther 60, Panther 60.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down.
19 Lion.
To throw now. Here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jayden Reed, 36 yards. And the Packers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
That's complete to Dobbs. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Love, he's going to change the play here. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing. Love. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Let's go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Let's go.
Here's Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here we go. Here we
In
go.
motion goes the tight end.
Come 19. Come 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Get up.
On second and goal, Love. Flushed, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack for a loss of 1 yard, and now it'll be third and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
With the score, Giants.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And now they'll shift things around.
60
In motion, the tight end. Firing quickly out wide is Love. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Tracy trying the right side. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 19 yards away. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Carlson's extra point up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Love wants to shift things around. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. Love from the gun. There again is Cooks, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
In motion right goes Reed. Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's Love. Dancing to his left.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Third down and goal coming up here. Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Shy of the goal line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hut, hut.
They go with Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
31. Packers 17. Anders Carlson.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Buffalo 18. Ready? 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Ready?
Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And now Love going to change things up. Back to throw now on 1st down. A short throw to Musgrave. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, They're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Love looking to throw it. Looking deep here for Dobbs. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you. But you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Boy, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Sly on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this will be recovered. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10.
Okay, here we go. Up we go.
Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
Jones looking around. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll look to throw again. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 38, Packers 24. Anders Carlson to kick off.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Love, he's going to change the play here.
Cup 19. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Shut up.
Now they'll change things up. Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Deonte Banks with it. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A higher scoring